This is for the first time that we are canvassing the pro forma regarding the pointings out. We have never canvassed that with you previously. And this portion that we have just quoted to you about what counsel cross-examined Mr. of Lieutenant Colonel Khadebe on, these are the issues that we haven't canvassed with you before.
Namhlanje nje ngoba umshayisi eqala namhlanje ukuthi angibuze ngalento le usengibuze ngamaphepha ayi3 ianswer yakhona i1 and lento le angibuza yona into okuyikuthi ingumbuzo ibuzwa iwitness uyayibona la lento le ingumbuzo obuzwa witness akushiya ukuthi usibiya uthe wathi.
As the state is putting this to me now, we've had 3 pages already prior to this where I've been asked and I've been giving the same answer. And as the state is putting this point or this line to me, this is something that is being put to the witness, but not to say that this is what Sibiya's version is.
Yes. We're trying to demonstrate to you.
This is becoming very unfair and is actually becoming a circus. Mr. Sibiya, as a witness, is raising a concern with his court. It is for the court to try and explain, if the court has got any explanation. It is for the court to try and explain the dynamics of what is happening here, but not for the court to allow a direct confrontation between Mr. Sibiya and the state. Mr. Sibiya is raising a very genuine point that is elucidated in State versus Van der Westhuizen, which is an appellate division matter, wherein it's stated what are the duties of the prosecution are. But Sibiya does not invite a dialogue between himself and the state. I would therefore have expected the court to say, Mr. Sibiya, this is what is happening. If the court sees that the line of cross-examination, although Mr. Sibiya is not happy with it, is correct, then the court has got to bring that to the attention of Mr. Sibiya. But the court does not have simply to keep quiet and allow a dialogue between Mr. Sibiya and the state to proceed. That is highly unfair at the instance of Mr. Sibiya and at the instance of this trial.
How very, very brave, first of all, of Mnisi Sibiya to tell Baloyi to stop it. Just stop it. I am tired of answering the question. You can change it so many ways, but my answer has remained consistent. You're not going to trick me. And then Mnisi then backs it up, which is great, and says, this is now becoming unfair. A circus. Confrontation between Mr. Sibiya and Baloyi. I mean, Muzi is literally telling Baloyi where to get off, quite frankly, for lack of a better term. And Mnisi is saying, my lord, are you inside the courtroom? Are you here? Hello? Hello? Hello, Rose? My lord, will you wake up and come to work? Can you be an active participant? Can you be engaging? And my lord just stares at him. Mnisi then continues to say that it just isn't fair that there's a dialogue that's going on between Muzi and Baloyi, which is very, very unfair. And the court is just quiet and allows it. Ooh, you could have heard a pin drop. And then Baloyi says it's not the same question that I've been asking several times. We're just trying to establish from him what happened. No, Baloyi, that's not the sense of what we are getting from you. We haven't even heard the question, what has happened. We haven't even heard the name SENZO MEYIWA in days. It has been days. And then Judge Rata finally joins the conversation. And he says, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing unlawful going on. Proceed. And then Baloyi decides this is the perfect opportunity to introduce us to a book. We can't even hear what the book title or the author is. And it's something like Cross-Examination Handbook. I don't know what the middle word is. And then he says the purpose of cross-examination is not to badger the accused. It's to expose the witness if the witness is deliberately lying. A witness can sometimes be mistaken, biased, or unworthy of credence. Did you say anything positive there? You've already put Muzi in every bad category. I'm sure that book has got more to say on the topic, but I know you left out the good parts. That's why we can't hear what the title of the book is, because Bondaba are going to cross-reference you and fact-check you. But you know what? Let's continue listening on. Let's find the patience. Yes, ma'am. Let's find the patience to continue listening on.
Yes, sir.
My lord, there's no dialogue between the state and the accused. The accused is saying that he's being asked the same questions several times. We're trying to explain to him that it's not the same question that's being asked several times. We drew his attention to the fact that it was never put to Colonel Khadebe that Exhibit GG was not traversed with him, and we are referring him to the relevant portions on the record that indicate that counsel moved from the premise that the exhibit was traversed with him. That is all that we're trying to do, my lord. And we're explaining to the witness that all that we're trying to establish from him is as to what happened. This is what we've been doing throughout, my lord.
Yeah, you may proceed, sir. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing unlawful about the cross-examination you are transgressing with the witness.
And, my lord, yesterday, Advocate Mnisi did raise this issue, and we deliberately did not respond to the issue that he raised, that the cross-examination, as he put it, he said it's meant to, I'm trying to remember the way that he used, but to tire the, to tire the accused. Badger, I think that's the word that he used. But, my lord, a lot has been written on the subject of cross-examination, and there's a very handy book by G. Coleman, Cross-Examination, a Practical Handbook, at page 5, where the learned author espouses the purpose of cross-examination. And he says, the process is commonly thought of as one designed to expose a witness who is deliberately lying, and indeed it is that, but no less important is the achievement of counsel who demonstrates by cross-examination that a witness has been mistaken on one or more of the points in his evidence, or that he is biased, or otherwise unworthy of credence, or that the material points have been omitted or inadequately stressed in the evidence in chief. And this is, my lord, that's all that we're trying to do. No more, no less, my lord.
I respond. This is basically referring to cross-examination as a whole. It does not specifically refer to what I raised yesterday as badgering. Badgering simply refers to persistently asking a witness one and the same thing for more than 20 times or for more than 100 times, and the witness responding for more than that 20 times and for more than that 100 times on the same thing. That is badgering. But what the state has quoted now from that learned author, whose name I did not get, and whose name the court did not even get to.
I know the guy, personally.
No, it's fine, my lord. But that author does not refer to an aspect within cross-examination referred to as badgering. Cross-examination is good because it intends to achieve what has been quoted there. But badgering is something totally different. It is disallowed. To tire the witness's mind by consistently and persistently asking one and the same question, albeit in different form or in the same form, that is totally disallowed. Those are the basis why I stood up yesterday and said that the state is badgering the witness. I did not intend to say that the state must not cross-examine this witness, but within the aspect of cross-examination, the state has got to avoid badgering a witness, which is not being referred to in the passage that the state has read, madam. Thank you.
Wow, well done. Well said. You know, that's the thing with Baloyi. He puts a few words together, he quotes a book, thinks nobody's listening, and then boom, Mnisi's like, yeah, we hear what you say. Don't know who that author is because you're mumbling. But what has that got to do with badgering? Because that's the word I said. The witness is being badgered, and you are acting like the quote you just quoted, which, by the way, the book says, the book is about cross-examination. I already told you that because we can't hear what the book title is. The book says, the purpose of cross-examination is to expose the witness in deliberately lying. So, aka Muzi is deliberately lying, or sometimes a witness can be mistaken, biased, or unworthy of credence, therefore not a credible witness. Therefore, Baloyi just literally told us what he's up to. And it's failing. Like, Bondaba, I have tried to tell you, you're not going to win with Umuzi. He's not going to fall asleep at the switch. It might be Friday. He might be tired, but he's still going to clock you. Let's continue listening on.
As the court, please, if we may proceed as the court is directed. Now, the other issue from yesterday, Mr. Sibiya, was that it was never put to Lieutenant Colonel Khadebe that he forced you to point down the point.
Namanje ngiyasho lapha phambi kwekatolo ukuthi konke engangikwenza noHatebe ngangiphoqeleke ukuthi ngikwenze. uHatebe wayethi angenze lokhu kumele ukuthi ngenze lento le ayishoyo ukuthi angenze.
I still maintain before this court that everything that I did with Colonel Hatebe, I did it out by force or under duress. And Hatebe would say, I must do this, and I would be forced to do it.
Akukho la kwathi uHatebe ngangivumelane naye khona ukukhomba indawo ethize. Yimi ngisho ukuthi konke engangikwenza noHatebe ngangiphoqelekile ukuthi ngikwenze.
There is nowhere where it is mentioned or stated that everything that I did with Hatebe, that in other words, that we did it together. It is me who indicated to this court that everything that I did with Hatebe, I was forced to do.
And this version was neither put to the driver, Captain Nailana, that Colonel Khadebe forced you to point down certain points.
Now
There goes Baloyi again with that theory again. There's something about Baloyi that says no street smart at all. It's book smart, and even the book smart right now is taking for me. Okay, okay, let's just picture this for a second. In fact, I'm going to insert Muzi Sibiya when they went for the local inspection. Okay, remember, Baloyi is saying, so you didn't tell the driver? You didn't tell the driver that you're being forced? The driver? Who is the driver? What is his ranking? How is he going to assist you? Come on now, Baloyi. I cannot spell everything out to you. First of all, what kind of a vehicle were they in? What is the driver going to do? Throw Mboto out of the car? No, not Mboto. This one is Khadebe. What is Baloyi's vision of this moment when Muzi Sibiya braves himself to talk to the driver? This is incredible, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't. You know what?
Now, Mr. Sibiya, you say you are not the source of the information that is contained in Exhibit GG, the notes, the pro forma, as well as the notes on pointings out. We're going to traverse this document with you to indicate that you are the source.